one thing that struck me about German, when we had the whole thing, oh, look, the German motto is so good. I always laughed at them, ha, 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 you guys don't have a decent center forward. And look, this has been I don't know how far back we have to go to find a decent German center forward. Timo Werner is not really a center forward. He's a guy who plays up front, right?
Yeah.
They had Miroslav Klose, who I like to say is really Polish, but obviously he was already very old when he won the World Cup. That was a long time ago, right? In between, we've had the Mario Gomez's, we've had Kevin Volland, we've had a whole bunch of, it feels like when it comes to center forwards, since the days of Klinsmann and Fuller, I really haven't had anybody to write home about, right? It's been a lot of, they've all been a bunch of Karsten Yankers, yeah?
Yeah.
However, this is all about the change, Jules.
Could they finally have found the one? Because Youssoufa Moukoko
tomorrow could be the biggest day in the history of German football
in the last 20 years.
Because what is happening tomorrow?
Because Youssoufa Moukoko, who is this prodigy, incredible prodigy at Borussia Dortmund, turns 16, which means that he can finally play in the Bundesliga because they changed the rule pretty much just for him, Derek, right? Because before you had to be 18 to play in the Bundesliga. You could not play younger than 18. They moved that forward to 16 just for Moukoko pretty much to be able to play. And that they could be on Saturday against Hertha Berlin. So
Moukoko is this guy who's the size of a building. Erling Haaland says he scores so many more goals than I do in training. He's better than I was at 16.
15. He's been training with the first team, and Derek, correct me if I'm wrong, since August, and then we'll have your view on it, Derek.
Yeah.
He's he's like the German Kylian Mbappe. He's this incredible talent, incredible
Except he's bigger
prodigy.
and stronger.
Yeah, but it's a different profile.
No, fine.
But left-footed striker, as Gab says, so strong, so quick, so intelligent. It looks like he's got everything. He's beaten all the records possible. I mean, at 12, he was playing for the under-19 or something crazy like that. He scored like 100 goals in 2 games for the under-19. It's just amazing. And the hype is so big. And this weekend could be the weekend.
And then they're playing Hertha Berlin this weekend, by the way. I don't know if you're on the call, Derek, or somebody else is, but you can obviously get it on ESPN Plus or whoever serves your Bundesliga, depending where you are in the world. This is big, yeah?
It's huge.
Yeah, this is momentous potentially, and there's been a lot of talk about it going back to the start of the season. But I mean, even before that, I remember 2 or 3 years ago when I was in the press room in Dortmund, hearing from fellow journalists all about Moukoko and the excitement and how good he was going to be.
Well, when he was 12 years old.
He was coming through the ranks and people were talking about him. Now, I've heard this before. I remember in the States people talking about Freddie Adu when he was sort of similar age. So I thought, okay, let's see. But the hype has only got bigger. The hype train is very much
okay.
On
Sorry.
the tracks.
As much as I love Freddie Adu, when Freddie Adu was 12 years old, with all due respect to Freddie Adu, I think he was in Bradenton, Florida, practicing against Gooch and whatever else, right? Against a bunch of young Americans. And I say without the disrespect, right? Moukoko goes to training. He's up against Mats freaking Hummels.
Not at 12.
He's up against...
Not at 12.
No.
He's at 15.
Now, I know.
Yeah, but
it's the same thing, right?
But they're saying at 12,
okay,
people were already hyping him a bit like I do.
All right, sorry, Derek, go ahead.
No problem at all. So I think that we've been waiting for this day, and Jules is right. I mean, the rules got changed this year in 2020 so that he's able to play for the first team when he turns 16, which is now. And the expectation is that there will be no waiting on the part of Borussia Dortmund. They will get him in there, whether it's from the start, whether it's as a prominent substitute, since we have 5 substitutions.
And there's no Haaland, right, this weekend?
Right, yeah, because of it's complicated with Haaland because of the COVID situation and Norway, and we're still waiting to find out exactly what Dortmund's stance is going to be on that. I don't know if you guys have been following what's happened with that. We have. Yeah, so the idea that he should be in quarantine under Norwegian law, but under German law and the local health authority there, it might be viewed differently. So we'll just have to wait on that one. But no, Moukoko, from what I hear, is the real deal, and has been doing it for the youth team. I mean, even though he's just turned 16, he's been playing for the youth team, scored a hat-trick against Schalke in the mini derby. And Yeah, it's just, Dortmund of all teams, do they really need another really good young attacking player? Well, they've got one. I mean, it's not fair, is it? If you're the other teams in Germany, you're looking at it going, why do some guys get all the luck? I mean, they're getting all the luck having already signed Haaland, and we know how much of a freak of nature he is, in terms of what he can do. And Moukoko in a similar mould, and we'll find out what he can do at this very high level of the Bundesliga, presumably in his first game against Hertha in Berlin.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.